Where does the tariff money go after it's been collected?
Yeah, so hugely important and not wildly understood. The trick to figuring this out is remembering that a tariff is just a fancy word for a tax. And so where does the money go? It goes into the Treasury Board, they call it a general fund. There have been promises made by the federal government that the money raised through tariffs, because again, it's just a tax, and our retaliatory tariffs say when we're buying stuff, Tropicana orange juice, for example, when it comes into Canada, the importer of that, so whoever runs your local grocery store, has to pay an extra tax to the government to cover the cost of that import levy. That's going to go into a general fund, but what they're going to try to do is raise enough money and then use that money to help the impacted industries that are being hit by this. And we had some announcements on that today. Some of it was about sort of waiving some of those tariffs on specific goods and specific sectors as long as they meet specific requirements. But others, I wrote it down here, it's a large enterprise tariff loan facility. And all that means is they're going to provide loans for people that are struggling to just kind of get through this moment. I haven't actually looked at the exact details of, is that a interest-free loan, how long do you have to pay it back? But they're just trying to use whatever money they do raise as something of a cushion for Canadian businesses and Canadian industries that are going to have to deal with, again, not just the tariff and the barrier of getting into the United States, but all of the vast uncertainty that comes with that prevents them from figuring out how to do business in the immediate path, in the immediate future, and how do they make decisions about hiring and about building and about expanding, about investment. A lot of that, of course, is going to slow, and if you can inject a bit of liquidity and a bit of capital into those situations, you can give those companies and those industries a little bit more cushion so they have some of that uncertainty taken away.